A very good evening, viewers. This is Saurav in the studio and you are watching Rundown only on Prag Digital. Now let's have a look at today's regional news headlines. Rescue Center becomes home for orphaned rhinos of Assam. A 4-month-old Ganga had lost her mother to surging waters of the Brahmaputra nearly 2 decades back. But she has now found her home on the banks of another river and is a healthy mother of 4 young ones. Orphaned by the floods in the Assam-farmed Kaziranga National Park, Ganga had found a refuge on the periphery of the park where she was raised before setting out to live on her own in her natural habitat. Ganga was the second rhino to be rescued by the Center for Wildlife Rehabilitation and Conservation CWRC in Kaziranga in 2003, along with another rhino calf, Ratin Barman of Wildlife Trust of India told PTI. Assam government intends to allocate Rs 1,300 crore for infrastructure growth in sports sector. The Assam government plans to allocate around Rs 1,300 crore for the progress of infrastructure development of the sports sector. Following the overwhelming victory of boxer Lovelina Borgohain at the Tokyo Olympics 2020, the Assam government has intended to spend Rs 1,300 crore for infrastructure growth in the games. The Assam government has further modified its sports policy to support the players in the state. Assam Sports Minister Bimal Bora stated that the state government has proposed to allocate Rs 1,200 to 1,300 crore for infrastructure growth in the sports division in the state. Afghan man possessing fake Aadhaar Card from Assam arrested. Reports of an Afghan man possessing a fake Aadhaar Card from Assam and eventually his arrest after the find have circulated on social media. On Saturday, the Kerala police arrested the 22-year-old Afghan national Abbas Khan alias Idgul, stated reports. It was earlier reported that Idgul was working at the Cochin Shipyard Limited using forged documents. It has been reported that Idgul entered India via Nepal in a major security breach and successfully procured a fake Aadhaar card with an address in Assam to get a job at the Cochin Shipyard. Now let's have a look at today's national news headlines. India's first smog tower in Delhi to be inaugurated today. India's first smog tower to be inaugurated by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi today. It is 20 meters tall and it has been set up to improve the quality of the air at a radius of 1 kilometer. The project was approved by the Delhi cabinet in October last year, but the construction was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The tower has been built at a cost of Rs 20 crore and it has been funded by the Delhi government. Delhi is one of the most polluted cities in India and in the world, and the air quality of the city has witnessed a major fall in the last few years. UGC allows varsities to teach online distance learning post-COVID. The University Grants Commission, in short UGC, has framed more flexible rules for various central and other universities across the country. Under this, regular universities will be allowed to offer online courses and other important courses through distance learning. Even post-COVID-19 pandemic, the UGC has decided to start 123 different online courses. Out of this, 40 programs for postgraduates students and 83 for undergraduate students have been decided. Students from across the country can go for these courses. They will have to apply through the online course platform, Swayam or Study Webs for active learning for young aspiring minds. For complete details of courses and eligibility, students can check the UGC website. Over 216 Afghan Sikhs in Kabul Gurudwara need help in evacuation, says US Sikh body. Over 266 Sikhs have taken shelter at Gurudwara Karte Parwan in Kabul and need help in their evacuation, a US Sikh body said on Sunday. There are more than 260 Afghan citizens left at Gurudwara Karte Parwan in Kabul, including women and other 50 children. This includes 3 newborns with 1 born yesterday, United Sikhs said in a statement. So far, only India has helped evacuation of Afghan Sikhs after the takeover of the country by the Taliban. Now let's have a look at today's international news headlines. Don't trust anybody, says Biden over Taliban's promises towards Afghanistan as the Taliban took over control of Afghanistan. Several countries have been rushing to evacuate their citizens through the Kabul airport, which has seen unsettling incidents in recent days as locals have been desperate to break free from the rule of the Islamic Emirate. US President Joe Biden said on Sunday the Taliban have made several promises that it is yet to be seen whether they mean to fulfill them or not as the hardline Islamist group took over Afghanistan, where the situation has been getting worse day after day. Greece completes border wall extension to deter potential Afghan migrants. Greece said on Friday it had completed a 40-kilometer fence on its border with Turkey, and a new surveillance system was in place to stop possible asylum seekers from trying to reach Europe following the Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan. Events in Afghanistan have fueled fears in the European Union of a repeat of 2015 refugee crisis, when nearly 1 million people fleeing war and poverty in the Middle East and beyond crossed to Greece from Turkey before traveling north to wealthier states. Firefight at Kabul airport involving Western forces, 1 dead. 1 Afghan guard was killed and 3 were wounded in the battle at the airport's north gate, which involved US and German forces, the German military said on Twitter. A firefight broke out between unidentified gunmen, Western security forces and Afghan guards at Kabul airport on Monday, Germany's armed forces said, as thousands of Afghans and foreigners thronged the airport, seeking to flee Taliban rule. 1 Afghan guard was killed and 3 were wounded in the battle at the airport's north gate, which involved US and German forces, the German military said on Twitter, while the Taliban have deployed their terrorists outside the airport, where they have tried to help enforce some kind of order. There are Afghan guards helping US forces inside the airport. Now let's have a look at today's sports news headlines. Long jumper Shaili Singh settles for silver in Under-20 Worlds on Sunday. Extremely experienced long jumper Shaili Singh dropped out on scripting record by a little 1 centimeter as she settled for a silver in the Under-20 World Athletics Championship. The 17-year-old Indian individual best shot of 6.59 meter was not sufficient for a gold. She was pipped to the post by Sweden's governing European junior champion Maja Askak, who achieved 6.60 meter for the top secure on the final day of the championship. Afghanistan Cricket Council replaces Azizullah Fazli as chairman. Former Chief Azizullah Fazli was delegated acting chairman of the Afghanistan Cricket Board on Sunday, the first current appointment in the administrative body since the Taliban's takeover of the nation. Fazli previously worked as ACB chairman from September 2018 to July 2019. ACB CEO Hamid Shinwari announced ahead this week that he anticipated cricketing activities to go on and normal because the Taliban supports the sport. That's all from today's news headlines. Thank you for watching Prag Digital. This is Saurabh signing off from the studio.